I know you will never believe me when I tell you that a piece of gum led to the discovery of a 40-year-old crime. Yes, you heard it right, a piece of gum caused the dimensions of a crime to be discovered after 4 decades. Crime, like a dark shadow on the light of humanity, is always trying to extinguish the light of truth. But in every darkness, a butterfly of hope and justice flies, to show that even in the darkest nights, there will be light of victory. Hello, this is the Holmes channel and we are going to accompany you with one of the most complicated criminal cases in the world. Chewed gum solves the murder mystery of a young woman in America after 4 decades. U.S. prosecutors in the western state of Oregon say DNA testing of chewing gum found on the ground has helped solve a murder mystery after 4 decades. Can you believe that a piece of gum could help investigate the dimensions of the crime? Robert Plimpton, a 60-year-old man, was found guilty last week of murdering a 19-year-old woman on January 15, 1980. After being kidnapped, the victim was sexually assaulted and then beaten to death. If you pay attention to the videos that I have already posted on my channel, most of the victims were defenseless women and girls who were first subjected to the lust of the killers and then killed in the worst possible way. What could be the reason? My personal opinion is that if anything goes out of balance, it can lead to serious social damage. If the power of anger is in balance, it creates courage. If it is excessive, it creates fearlessness, and if it is excessive, it creates cowardice. Or, if the power of lust is in balance, the survival of the generation continues properly, and if it is out of balance and excessive, it can cause irreparable sexual damage. Robert Plimpton denied the charge against him in court. His defense lawyers have said that they will appeal against his conviction. What do you think will be the result of this revision? If you find out, I will be happy to comment. In order to hear the continuation of the story, don't forget to like and subscribe, and so that you don't miss us, I would appreciate it if you activated the bell. The murder case of this 19-year-old woman was one of the open and unsolved criminal cases known as cold cases. I would like to add that the cases that were previously examined but did not reach a conclusion and were not investigated in the end are called cold cases, and the cases that are active and constantly discover different aspects of it and have many clues that ultimately lead to the problems are discovered, they are called hot cases. Finally, the samples taken during the autopsy of the victim after 4 decades helped to identify the DNA of the person suspected of murder. A few years ago, these samples were sent to a specialized laboratory in the state of Virginia to obtain a genetic map of the murder suspect. Detectives determined that the suspect was possibly a man with red hair. They then suspected Robert Plimpton, who lives in the same state of Oregon, based on the same genetic map. Detectives monitored him in 2021 to obtain his DNA and compare it to the resulting genetic map. Honestly, I forgot to say that the link you see above is about another serial killer in Kenya, which is worth hearing. On March 21st of the same year, Robert Plimpton dropped the gum he was chewing on the street, and the detectives were able to compare his DNA with the genetic map of the suspect by conducting tests on the same gum. Robert Plimpton was arrested in June 2021 on charges of murder based on the same comparison. Now, after 3 years in court, he has been found guilty of murder in 1980. Discover the world's criminal facts with Holmesland.